Everything you're about to see in this video does not belong to me but to their respectful owners. Content links that are used for this video is in the description box down below. So, with that said, enjoy the video. As you can already see, I am out of eyeliner again.
Are you kidding me?
But it's not gonna stop me from making another YouTube video. So, let's dive right in.
Howdy do.
Hey guys, it's me, Diana again. Welcome back to my galaxy. And now, as you can see by the title of this video, or you saw my thumbnail for this video, I am going to be talking about one of my other favorite things. Right next to 5 songs and Disney. I am going to be talking to you guys about Pokemon. Now, as a little girl, while most kids were like watching Sesame Street or Barney, or were into playing with Barbie dolls and everything like that, I was a different kind of girl. I mean, I still watched shows that most kids were watching at the time, like Dexter's Laboratory, Jimmy Neutron, the Powerpuff Girls, Teen Titans, not Teen Titans Go, That's So Raven, Kim Possible, the Lilo and Stitch series, well, with a whole bunch of other TV shows that will be a great YouTube video for me to talk about another day. But this one particular TV show, anime show, and franchise that has stuck with me ever since I was a little girl was Pokemon. I mean, like, I'll never forget the first time that Pokemon ever appeared on my TV screens. I mean, Pokemon was not only popular just with the TV shows and the trading cards and the video games, it dominated toy shelves in the entire store. I mean, like, kids to this day will never realize how groundbreaking Pokemon was in the very early stages of its beginning of its popularity. One of my fondest memories with Pokemon is that when Pokemon Red and Blue was released into the United States, it sold over like 31 million copies worldwide. I mean, me, as a Pokemon fan myself, I never got Pokemon Red or Blue because it was that popular. A lot of people were grabbing them off the shelves. However, my dad did got me this particular Pokemon game that was only for the Nintendo 64, which was called Pokemon Stadium, which I still have to this day. And I just remember having a lot of fun playing it, and I was the only kid in my neighborhood who had that game. But back onto Pokemon itself, it is basically that one particular franchise that has stood the test of time. For me, in my eyes, it feels like the only franchise that has a big following, just like Disney. Big and small, young or old, and not only just fans like me, but also famous celebrities and YouTube personnels, such as Jordin Sparks, 5 Seconds of Summer, Jwittz, and even Rosanna Pansino. Speaking of Ro herself, she has made about like 8 Pokemon themed treats that are very creative and unique in their own way. And I highly recommend that you guys watch those videos because they are very amazing and impressive. But back on to me and my experience with Pokemon, I can be very honest with you, I have been waiting to talk about Pokemon for such a long time. Not only just to talk about Pokemon, but also share my fondest memories of Pokemon with you guys. Now, for this particular video itself, I'm not only going to share my memories with you guys, but also share one of my collections with you guys, which will make some people not care, or will make some people a little bit jealous of some of the stuff that I have. And some of them are actually like Japanese exclusives. Before I go to my collection itself, let me just tell you guys about some of the anime and movie memories that I remember. On my spare time, whenever I get the chance to, I still watch some of the Pokemon anime, including the original and the new ones, whenever I have any spare time, or whenever there's nothing good to watch on TV. Because like I said, Pokemon is part of my childhood, and I still love it to this day. By far, my top 2 favorite Pokemon movies to sit down and watch is Pokemon Forever with one of my favorite legendary Pokemon, Celebi, who is so cute, and Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. Those are my 2 favorite Pokemon movies ever. The reason why that is because I'm not going to spoil that much of the movie to you guys. But for Celebi's movie, I mean, I just really love how the way Celebi looked and how the way he could sound. He sounded so cute. And he does have that playful nature that Mew has. In the first Pokemon movie, and also in the other movie, Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, which I'm going to be talking about next. Now, Lucario has a special place in my heart, which I will tell you guys for another day, because that will be another great YouTube video in the future. But these two particular Pokemon movies was like one of these movies that was not made by Disney that made me cry. The very first movie that was not made by Disney that made me cry was The Iron Giant, which that will be another YouTube video for another day. Those two particular Pokemon movies have left a huge impact on me when I first saw those movies. And actually, I'm just so happy that in my Pokemon games, I finally have Lucario and the legendary Pokemon Celebi. And not just the normal form, I also have a shiny Celebi as well, which makes me so happy. Now, this will be a perfect time for me to move on to my Pokemon collection, which this is one of the necklaces that I'm wearing right now. I got this at Hot Topic, and yeah, let's just move on to my Pokemon collection, which is a very big collection, and honestly, I don't know if you guys can handle this. Are you guys sure you can handle this? Okay, let's move on to my Pokemon collection. I'm not lying when I said that I had a big Pokemon collection, and here it is. Now, first off, some of these stuff actually have an emotional connection with me. Well, basically, Pokemon does have an emotional connection with me. But the first one that I want to start off with is this Pikachu plush toy. I remember when I got him, my mom and my sister and I, we were at Toys R Us at the time to get a birthday gift for one of my sister's friends that she was going to a birthday party. And I remember seeing this particular Pikachu on a commercial, and basically what he would do, he would talk. Not anymore because the batteries are dead and I don't think he works anymore, but what he would do is that he would move his little ears and his cheeks would light up. And I remember seeing him in the commercial, and I was just telling Mom. My mom says that might be a very good Christmas or birthday gift. And on my birthday, I remember opening all of my presents, and one of the things I was kind of happy is that I got $5, so that way I could just like spend it on like this particular thing that I wanted from school. I honestly can't remember what it was. But then my mom and dad pulled out this one box that I still haven't opened yet. They kept it as a surprise gift, similar to that scene in Toy Story, which was one of my favorite Disney movies. I opened the present and then I see him, and I was just so happy and excited that I finally got the Pikachu toy that I've always wanted. I remember wherever my family and I would go on vacations or whatever, I would always take Pikachu with me. Even at school, I actually took Pikachu once for this show and tell that my school was doing, and like everyone was just like so jealous that I got this Pikachu toy. They also sold a Mew one, a talking Mew one, but that one does not look as good as my Pikachu one. And plus, I don't even have that talking Mew toy. But I do remember, like, whenever my mom used to work at the school, and like me and my sister would go with her, I would always take my Pikachu with me because I would be bored. And I remember having the video cassettes of the Pokemon anime, and they had this particular TV within their little room that my mom was working at. And so me, my sister, and I would take the VHS and play it on the TV, and would just sit there and watch for hours while my mom was working at the school and everything, before the school year even started. Moving on from the talking Pikachu is this big, humongous Pikachu from Build-A-Bear Workshop. As you can see, his little hand right there has BAB, which stands for Build-A-Bear Workshop. My mom surprised me the same way she did with the talking Pikachu plush toy. I remember opening all my presents. Speaking of presents, actually these games came into the picture. Not this one, because I mean, I already had this one. But also on the presents, she got me Pokemon X and Alpha Sapphire, which I will tell you guys in a minute. But anyways, I got those 2 games and also this Pikachu plush toy. And the special thing about this particular Pikachu Build-A-Bear toy is that, well, pretty much any kind of Pokemon plush toy that you get from Build-A-Bear, they come with their exclusive Pokemon card. So when I got Pikachu, I got this particular Pokemon card, and it says Build-A-Bear Workshop right there, and I just really love how the way this card looks. And that's pretty much the only Pikachu trading card that I have. I really wish I could get more. But back onto the Pikachu Build-A-Bear toy, I remember holding my little teddy bear that my parents got for me for my 4th or 5th birthday. I can't remember how old I was when I got my little teddy bear. I just remember thinking and wishing like, oh my god, I really wish that I could finally like make my own Pokemon of my choice. And it just took like Build-A-Bear like a long time for them to make actual plush toys for Pikachu. And they not only have Pikachu, but they also have Charmander, Squirtle, Piplup, Meowth, Eevee, Vulpix, the Alolan Vulpix, and a Jigglypuff. I'm telling you, like, I feel that if Build-A-Bear wants to make even more money, they should make another store called Build-A-Pokemon. And now some of the other plush toys that I have. Some of them, like, my family got for me. Like, my mom had a hand on buying me one. My dad had a hand on buying me some of them, and so did my sister. Which moves on to my favorite one of all, Poplio. Well, obviously these 2 always have a special place in my heart, but this one in particular because my sister actually got this for me for my birthday. And I remember when Pokemon Sun and Moon came out, and it came out in 2016, but then in 2017 my sister got me this as a birthday gift because, surprise surprise, my mom actually got this for me for my birthday as well. And so basically I had 2 things that deals with the Alola region, which is what Pokemon Sun and Moon. And I remember watching that particular trailer when they were announcing the starter Pokemon for Pokemon Moon. I wanted Poplio so bad on my team, but when I saw the trailers for the game, even back to like when Pokemon X came out in 2013, I wanted to play those games, but at the time I only had the Nintendo DS Lite system, and I'm like, oh, they don't make these games for the Nintendo 3DS Lite. So not only I got him for my birthday and this for my birthday, but also like my mom and my sister surprised me on getting a Nintendo 3DS of my own. And ever since then, my Nintendo 3DS, which is so beautiful, it's always with me wherever I go. And I also have Pokemon Shuffle, which is a fun game for me to play from time to time. And there's my Pokemon Moon game that I have. And I was just so happy when I finally got my Nintendo 3DS. And icing on the cake, I got one of my favorite Pokemon starters ever. Well, technically Poplio is one of my favorite starters, along with Oshawott and Charmander and Trico. But I mean, like, I just remember like looking at the trailer and loving Poplio, and to know that it will evolve into a beautiful mermaid, that made me so much more excited for me to have Poplio on my team in Pokemon Moon, because one of my favorite Disney movies is The Little Mermaid. And so like that's all of my plushies collection. I have about, oh gosh, this is gonna be so much to count. Like, I mean, like, I've counted, but I know it's over 20. And honestly, like, I just can't wait for more, because I mean, like, I have so much favorite Pokemon that I like that's like not in a plush toy form, and I just want to get those eventually because I mean they're my favorite, and I just like to have a place for them somewhere in my room, like to have them like as like a collection, like one of those things that I've seen like in Pinterest and everything. But now moving on to the plush toys, and oh, I also got this one as a plush toy. It's just a Pokeball that's kind of like a squishy, I guess you can say. and that was also a Christmas gift. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. Moving from the plush toys, I just want to move to the cards itself. Now, personal backstory about the cards. I actually used to have another deck of Pokemon cards that had most of my favorite Pokemon on it, but I lost it when my family and I were moving, which completely broke my heart. But now I have this new Pokemon card collection. Obviously, you saw the Pikachu one when I was talking about my big Pikachu plush toy. And this particular Pokemon card collection is for Sun and Moon, and has the name right here. The Bright Tide theme deck, which has Primarina, and it has my favorite starter, Popplio, right there. Then it has its second evolution. Then it has Primarina, also in a holographic card, which I love so much. He looks so pretty. And also there's Corsola, there's a Wingull, Psyduck, Golduck, Shelder, Cloyster, Dartrix, Caterpie, and a whole bunch of other Pokemon that comes from the Soul Silver and other games, Alolan Persian, which I find so cool, and also the energy cards. So those are my Pokemon card collection so far. I just really hope that someday I can like get one of those tin can collections of the Pokemon cards. I really want to see if I can get myself a Charizard card, because I know Charizard is very valuable and considered like a treasure trove in the Pokemon trading card games, especially the holographic ones, which I do not have. But I just hope that someday I can get myself a Charizard card and also a Lucario card, which would be so awesome. Moving on to the cards is my iPhone 7 case, which you may have seen in some of my previous YouTube videos. This was also a Christmas gift along with my big Build-A-Bear Pikachu plush and some of the other games that I got. My sister actually got this. This was also from Japan. And no matter what, because I mean I have Pokemon Go on my phone, and whenever we go to community days and everything, I would always have this on my phone. In fact, this is the only phone case that I had before I got the other two. And I would get a lot of comments about my phone case. And as you can see, it's all worn out. Poor little Pikachu is missing an ear. So yeah, this was my first ever iPhone case. And these are my two necklaces. This one's like a Pokeball with a fake diamond on it, and this one is a locket. And also the other necklace that I'm wearing right now, all of these three necklaces I got from Hot Topic, and I just really love how the way it says right here, I choose you. So those are my phone cases and necklaces, or should I say Pokemon accessories. And now moving on to the games itself. I'm going to be very honest with you. You guys might think that this was my first game that I have. No.
In a weird way.
Back when 2010, this was considered my very first Pokemon game that I've played, as I remember like watching a commercial and like seeing how cool Pokemon Soul Silver and Heart Gold was. I really wanted myself a copy, and my dad and I went to GameStop, which I would usually go and get my games or anything that's Pokemon related. My dad got me this Soul Silver game and Heart Gold. But I remember like I sold my Heart Gold game in order to get this other Pokemon game that I want, which I'll tell you guys in a minute. He not only got me this one, but I also got Pokemon Diamond as well. But I remember just playing a lot of Pokemon Soul Silver and spending a lot of time on this game. And I just revisited my saved file for this game. I have beaten the Elite Four twice. I got all of my Pokemon Gym badges. I beat Red, and my Dragonite, which is these two plushies right here. Focus on them, please. My Dragonite is level 100. And honestly, I'm just so happy and proud that this was my first Pokemon game that I've played. and I had a lot of fun with it. My second Pokemon game that I played through entirely is my Pokemon White game. Now, personal backstory, I remember I had Pokemon White on the day that it came out, but also when my family and I were moving, I lost my Pokemon White game, which I was so heartbroken because it had Keldeo in it that I got from GameStop, and so I basically lost that legendary Pokemon that I worked so hard to get in GameStop. So I lost Keldeo, which broke my heart. But thankfully, I got myself Pokemon White back, and I just revisited my save file for Pokemon White, and once again I have gotten all my gym badges and beaten the Elite Four twice. And I believe one of my Pokemon, which is the three-headed dragon, Hydreigon, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, he's almost at level 100. And at the time when I had my Nintendo DS, before I had my Nintendo 3DS, Pokemon Soul Silver and Pokemon White were my favorite games to play on, and I just remember having a lot of fun playing these games. Now, like I said when I was talking to you guys about my Poplio plush toy, this was my first ever Pokemon Nintendo 3DS game that I played entirely. I'm at the part with the battle tree and everything, and I am almost to complete my Pokédex for this, so that way I can get myself the shiny charm, which will help me greatly in my shiny Pokemon challenge. And this is by far one of my favorite games to play. It all started with Pokemon X, because ever since Pokemon X, except for Alpha Sapphire, these two games, it featured a feature that no other Pokemon game has ever done before, where we got a chance to customize our own character. None of the other Pokemon games did that. We got free range to customize our own character from how the way the outfits look, and especially in this game itself, we got a chance to change the outfits, the hair color, the eye color, and everything. These two games are my favorites so far because it gave us a chance to change how the way we want for our characters to look. It's kind of similar to how the way The Sims is. Now, I played these two games full out. I beat the Elite Four once, and I got all my gem badges. I done all the trials and beat the Elite Four once. And pretty much I guess you can say that I'm kind of done with those games, but I haven't played Pokemon Alpha Sapphire yet because I'm saving it as a secret project that I want to hopefully do. However, I have seen pictures of how the way Alpha Sapphire looks, and I remember playing Pokemon Sapphire once, and all I can say is that they went a long way from this game to this game. And honestly, I feel like this is a great way to see how many years apart that these games have with each other. It's kind of like that one video on the Fine Bros about Spyro. I remember watching that video and I was just my mind was blown. It's kind of similar to how the way I felt when I was playing this and seeing pictures of this. I honestly can't wait until I get to play this one. Now, as you can see, I have been a fan of Pokemon for such a long time, ever since I was a little girl. And if there was ever a personal message I could say to Pokemon and the people who work for the Pokemon Company, is just thank you so much for providing me endless amount of happiness throughout my childhood. And I just really love Pokemon so much. It has so many emotional connections with me ever since I was a little girl, and to this day I still love Pokemon so much. And now my niece and nephew, they're huge fans of Pokemon, and as a matter of fact, my nephew and I, we usually play together, and just to see that, it really makes me so happy, and just it makes my heart glow. Because I remember when I was their age, oh my god, I sound so old of me saying that, but I remember when I was their age, I was full of excitement and joy how the way they are now, and I'm just so happy and excited that Pokemon has stood the test of time and is considered one of the most successful franchises ever. I mean, like, they even beat out Star Wars. I mean, like, that just blows my mind to know, like, how popular Pokemon is. And honestly, I mean, like, I am so happy and proud to call myself a Pokemon fan and a Pokemon trainer as well. Because, I mean, like I said before, they have been a part of me ever since I was a little girl. And I just can only hope whenever I have children of my own, like, I can share all of my Pokemon stuff with them, just like what I'm doing now with my niece and nephew. So for the creators of Pokemon and people who work for the Pokemon Company, thank you so much for providing me and other Pokemon fans endless amount of happiness and joy and excitement in our lives. And here's to you, and for many more years to come, with all of the amazing Pokemon stuff and games that you guys have planned for the future. I can't wait until the day I can finally get myself a Nintendo Switch and play Let's Go Eevee. If there is one word to summarize my entire Pokemon collection that I have so far...
Dude, stop. Stop.
And like I said throughout my entire collection while I was talking about stuff on my collection, to the creator of Pokemon and the people who work and help create Pokemon, thank you guys for providing me, not only me, but for other people, endless amount of happiness, joy, and entertainment with all of your Pokemon creations that you have made so far. From the animes, the movies, the games, the trading cards, and also the plushies that I have. And just overall, thank you for providing us so much entertainment and happiness in our lives. And here's to many more years for Pokemon. And just like that, I'm done with this video for now. What are your favorite Pokemon memories? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below. But for now, I'm gonna end this video right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys love this video. And if you did, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also ring my bell so that way you guys can get notified on my future videos. Thank you guys so much again for watching. And as always, I'll see y'all next time on my galaxy. Love you all. Bye.